All right, and so David, I'm your psychologist. Welcome to today's session. So could you just quickly give me a brief background of your sporting career so far?
I've played football. I've played for a local team, and then for the college, I do play in defence, and I play most weeks, maybe every week, and I just try and enjoy myself as much as possible.
All right, awesome. Okay, so looking at your two wheels here, we've got one that you've filled in yourself with all your different attributes that you feel that you need as a defender, as that's your position. And also we've got a performance wheel of the same attributes, but of what your coach has filled in. So what we're going to do, Dave, we're going to highlight two strengths that you feel are in your original wheel. So could you point those out to me?
Looking at my wheel, I see that I've given tackling a high strength of mine and balance, I'd say.
Oh, right, okay. Are you sure you're not? What about marking? Because tackling and marking are the two highest in the wheel, but you've decided to give yourself balance.
Well, we'll go with tackling and marking then, because it's higher than the other one.
Yeah, okay. So, obviously, these two key aspects within defending are probably the two of the most important ones. And obviously, to have those as being quite high is filled in by yourself gives you confidence about your next upcoming game and your future years ahead of you as a defender. So, comparing that to what your coach has given you, so tackling. Your coach has actually given it a 10, so you're quite obviously you're quite close to it, but you could have maybe given yourself a 10 because your coach obviously feels that you're really good at this. And then your marking is the same as what your coach gave you. So this is good because you're giving reliable data, which is being honest about yourself, about how well you play. So yeah, that's good. Do you reckon there's any bad points about this at all, about your strengths?
Well, I feel that seeing that my coach has done the same, if not higher, for those two attributes, it gives me more confidence in my play, that I'm not just feeling myself, but definitely it should,
as well. It should do, because if someone else gives you an opinion of you which is higher, such as tackling, then this is good for your confidence. So moving on from the strengths, then we're going to move on to weaknesses. So could you pick out two weaknesses from your original wheel, please?
Well, I scored my weaknesses. I scored one. My long pass was a weakness, I feel, and then I'd say probably my VO2 max is quite low as well.
All right. Okay. So your long pass and VO2 max are just as equally important aspects of your game as tackling and marking. But focusing on these attributes, long passing, you could probably improve it by just simple practicing and training, staying at the end for an extra 10 minutes or so. Hitting a target with the ball at a long distance, and just constantly practice until you feel comfortable enough to at least maybe score it higher by a further 3 points next time. So would you be happy with doing that?
That sounds
Do you
good.
reckon that's a good, valid sort of improvement? And looking at your VO2 max, a simple way of doing this, okay, it would take a bit of time, but it's an easy and effective way of getting there. You just literally be going in a treadmill in a gym, and just doing a 10-minute run at a high intensity, or even just going out and about, going around your villages and roads, and just basically improving what you've already got. So it will take time, but if I give you a program for 2 or 3 weeks, or you speak to your fitness instructor, that could really help you out a lot. So comparing that to your coach's wheel, your VO2 max and long passing, well, your coach has actually given your VO2 max a lot higher than what you've given yourself, a considerable amount higher. But obviously, VO2 max is something that you feel within yourself, and no one else can really exactly feel how how fit you feel. But why do you think your coach has given you a higher score than what you have? Is it something to do with confidence?
It might just be the way that I play as a defender. As a defender, I'm not always sprinting and running hard. There's a lot of jogging about back and forth, and there's a bit of sprinting. But I just feel that towards the end of games I tire a bit. But obviously this doesn't show on the pitch because my coach doesn't see it happening he sees that I've got a very high VO2 max.
Right. Okay. So, and then looking at long passing, your coach scored it higher by about 2 or 3. So once again, why do you think this is? Because you're scoring yourself lower than what actually your main coach thinks about you, and that's probably one of the most valued opinions within playing football. So why do you think you've scored yourself lower than what you've actually done?
It could just be down. I feel it might be down to my confidence. Really, it just I attempt long passes quite often and trying to pick out players, but they don't always come off, and maybe that just the passes that don't work don't make it to my team stick in my head more than the ones that do. So but my coach feels that I'm hitting the passes, that gives me greater confidence because it makes me feel that I am better at long passes than I thought I was.
Okay then, Dave. Well, thank you very much for your time today. Just focus on the strategies of what I've given you to maybe improve your weaknesses, and keep up with your strengths. Keep improving those, and you'll be a better complete defender out of it. So best of luck, and see you another day.